Okay, right, this looks boring as well, but we're going to see if we can make it look really nice. It's an A5 from what I can tell, so we're just going to enlarge it, fit it to page. Okay, this one is going to be an interesting one. Oh, fuck off, Konica Minolta. What the fuck? This is what I find annoying about these new machines like this, is this scroll system is really clumsy. I feel clumsy using this user interface. The C353 had a better system which utilised tabs like what you find in a filing cabinet, those sorts of tabs, and now this one's meant to simulate a mobile phone screen, but it's really not that similar to a mobile phone screen. It's really clumsy and cluttered. It's a real nuisance, really. Honestly, it's just so badly thought out by Konica Minolta, trying to make a gimmick, trying to make the customers want their dumbass equipment. But I have to get this equipment. I need it for this YouTube channel of mine. And I do enjoy using it, even though it's a shithouse. But it's better. But still, I am harshly critical of the technology, the way that it's thought out. I mean, there's so many improvements with photocopiers I can think of, and one of them is using artificial intelligence and also making the hardware last 60 years instead of 5 years. So this machine's going to run out of spare parts within 5 years from now, or maybe even less if you count the month, just over a month that I've had this machine, or a month and a half. Yep, it's the right fit. And basically, it's just, 10 years is the minimum, in my opinion, for spare parts. But for me, the ideal amount of time for spare parts is 60 years, because it's very hard to take a machine like this and recycle it. You got to tear it to pieces, piece by piece, and batch all the materials, like the plastics, the metals, and the kinds of plastics, and the kinds of metals, and the minerals, and everything else that goes into this piece of shit. And it's very time consuming and laborious, and it's cheaper probably just to incinerate it in a high temp incinerator, not desirable, and even worse, to send it to landfill. and these toxic chemicals like cadmium, lead and mercury, just to name just a few chemicals that I can readily think of. But really, the reality is there's a lot more of these nasty chemicals than what I've just, what I've just said, or mentioned, whatever. So, and that's one of the challenges of building a new type of machine, is to make the machine easy to recycle, and the materials, much of the materials as possible, to be able to be recycled instead of dumped in landfill or incinerated. So I don't like either method, but anyway, I think we can call this one quits. But we've got to look after our planet, because it's got to last us indefinitely. We don't want people dying preventable deaths. We don't want sickness and suffering. We've got to make this a better planet. And I'll be putting as a future CEO, I'll be putting a lot of money into fixing up the things that have been damaged in this planet by idiots with money and no fucking sense, except sense as in money sense, but nonsense, dollars and nonsense, I call it. So, and one of the things is climate change, global warming, and whatever. There's just so many things I can't mention now. Got to go.